Hey, welcome back everybody to the shop. Today we're going to be putting the no limits module in the Ram, and this is supposed to turn off the speed limiter, all your nannies for spinning tires or whatever off road. It also does for security, so you cannot make new keys. So nobody can just program a key and take off in the truck. I guess unless they go in there and find this and take it out, but other than that. There's a couple other things I'm hoping to see that it might do, and that's what we're going to find out. Here is the setup. I updated it to the most current software, so this should be the latest one. So, and this is just a wiring harness that tees into the radio, and this plugs into the connector in the kick panel. I've done videos on this before of being in the dash here, so I did not do all of that because you could just look at the other ones if you want to see how this comes out, but it's pretty simple. This is probably 5 minutes into it. One of the connectors you need to get to is right here on the CAN bus, and you want the one with the tan and white. I already loosened it up, so this is gonna go into the T wiring harness that they give you, and then the other one goes into the back of the radio. So here's the radio console, and here's the plug that you take out. This is actually for like the heater controls. So you're going to take this out and then use this T connector to take its place. I fed it through this hole here where the glove box is going to go back, and I'm going to have to put the radio back in so I get some more slack so this will reach the kick panel. Okay, so when you order this for a truck that does not have the 12-inch screen, they tell you to order the one for the JL, and that's all fine, but their harness for the CAN bus is a little short. So I had to extend these here, the plugs that go into the CAN bus over there, because I kind of thought this when I got it, that the wires are probably shorter because I think the dash is smaller, or the location for the CAN bus is closer. So Z Automotive needs to make these pigtails longer. This isn't really a big deal. I'm just saying you shouldn't have to do it. So I have it plugged in here, and then the stock or the original wiring harness is plugged into the module, and that's it. So I just need to tuck everything up, put everything back, and then test it out. Okay, so to activate it, you have to push the left arrow and hit the start button at the same time. I don't have my tripod in here, and these lights will flash 5 times to mean that it's activated. And to turn it off, you'd have it in the run position like that, and then do the same thing. Hold the button down, turn it off, and when it flashes 5 times, it means it's off. Alright, so I did try to do the axle lock. I thought maybe it might unlock the speed for which it will stay. So I have the axle lock here. And it just unlocked it. So it does not do that. But it does kill the cylinder cutout. So it won't do that. And you don't have any funky lights or nothing like that. The top speed now is bypassed, so I'm not going to do that with this thing, but I think it's 107, and it'll go over that now. I guess it's unlimited, so maybe down the road if this thing's got supercharger on it or something, but it's very rare that this truck's going to see that kind of speed. But also there is right now no traction control. There also has not been any cylinder cutouts or anything like that. The MDS. Now with this truck, once I get below 25 miles an hour, the locker should came back. So I'll turn that off. But yeah, there's nothing keeping the wheels from spinning now. So it has the MDS, shuts that off. Any traction control, speed limiter. It does not allow you to copy keys. And on the TRX, I guess it does mess with the throttle unit. It could, it makes it a little more sensitive. This is updatable, so you can remove it and upload updates. So there's probably more to come. This is a very new device. I'm not too keen on cleaning mud up, so it is November and it's freakishly warm out, but when we get to the having snow out here, I can then show what this thing could do with, because everything's off, so it's going to allow it, you know, like an old school truck to slide around, whatever. There's no nanny's going to kick in. And I believe it also does not limit your speed in 4-low. All right, now we're back in the shop. Now I'll disengage it. So I'm going to hit the left arrow and shut it off. And then you get the 5 flashes. And then the lights stay on, so after that I would just, no, actually they didn't. So that's it. So if you want a fairly easy way to bypass your speed limiter, the MDS, torque management, and some security without somebody copying your keys, this is the best way to go about it without having to program anything in the truck. And on 23 and up, it's hard to do anyway, so it's almost like you got no choice but to do it this way. The anti-theft thing alone is probably worth it. And what else? And that feature stays active whether it's on or off. So there isn't an issue of you having to leave it, you know, the torque management and all that stuff. You don't have to leave that on for that feature to work. That works no matter what. Like I said, they'll probably have some other maybe updates where it might do some other things. The one thing that I wish it did was hold the rear locker on unlimited like the TRX was, but maybe they'll add that down the road. I'm not sure. But yeah, for the time, also, I might message them and tell them that they need to make the JL one plug longer, because the one that they sell for the DT is for the 12-inch screen. They tell you if you want to use the one with a smaller radio, you have to order the one for the JL, because obviously the heater controls plug or whatever is different. So it was plug and play on the heater control end, but the other end I had to make it longer because it wouldn't reach that CAN bus. But with me extending those wires, everything works fine. It'd be cool if they would send me a longer version and I would just take the spliced one out. Not that it's a big deal. I have confidence in my work with that, but it would just, I guess it doesn't matter if it looks cleaner because you can't see any of it. It's all tucked up in there. So anyway, I like the fact that I have this option, and if you wanted to go out in the snow and slide sideways or whatever you want to do, this is the way to do it without having any ABS or traction control or whatever kicking in on you. So please, as always, hit the like and subscribe, please, and we'll catch you on the next one.